4 months of planning, it's time to begin my trip. I'm gonna cross pavement here, and it'll be the last time I cross the street for over 25 days, 300 miles or 120 miles as the crow flies. Wish me luck. Alright, I'm still going through the sand dunes here. It's slow going. I think I'm going to finally leave my Jeep road and just head straight north. I can see Bryce and the pink cliffs on the horizon. That's my canyon up there. Alright, I finally made it to Red Canyon, somewhere in the middle. So, hopefully, I'll be able to get down and get some water. Ooh, already hot and sweaty. So, day one is starting to come to an end. As long as I can find some water, we'll be in good shape and have a happy camp. Alright. Alright, I found Kanab Creek. Day 2 has started. It's a very good thing. I did not find any water last night. Red Canyon, I got down in, but there was no water. So I just made camp and had a dry camp, and I knew I had to be pretty close to water, and sure enough, within 15 minutes today I'm at the creek. So I'm going to pump some water and fill up and head out. All is good. I've passed White Tower, about halfway up Kanab Canyon. The water's still flowing good, which makes it easier because I don't have to carry as much. I'm getting ready to go up the side canyon, which I don't know that I'm going to be able to get up. There's no official route, but we'll see here in about an hour or two. Alright, I made it up through one of the tough sections that I was worried about based on the map. It wasn't too bad, just lots of boulders to hop over. And now I'm getting ready to round the bend and see what's ahead of me for the second stretch. It was a long day. I got through that unexplored area, okay, no major problems. It was just slow going. Lots of boulders to be hopped and lots of streams to be crossed. Or actually, I guess it was just one stream many times. I was very happy about half an hour, 45 minutes ago. I got out of the canyon and it opened up and I could see Bryce on the horizon behind me. I don't know if you can see it, but it's out there. So in theory, that's where I'm supposed to be tomorrow night. Day 2 is over. I'm in my tent, getting ready to enjoy a little dinner. I was going to have it outside, but I'm just so tired. I wanted to lay down, and it's getting kind of chilly out there, so kind of wanted to come into the warmth of the tent. Tonight, we're having a little chili mac. Gotta love the chili mac. Can you get a look at that? Probably looks all good in night vision. Alright, that's it. Signing off for day 2. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Okay, headed out for day 3. Headed up towards Bryce. Let's see if we can make up some time today. I've reached what is simply known as the falls of Kanab Creek. And that's where I'm supposed to be right now. But instead, I'm still way back here. Hey look, I hadn't seen him yet, but Mr. Shadow's here as well. He told me he'd be coming along, but yeah, I haven't seen him for the first 2 days. I'm almost up to Bryce. Feet are hurting. The way my feet feel, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make it too much farther, so try to get to camp and bandage them up, see if I can take care of them and see what happens. I don't want this to be game over yet, so let's get to camp and see what we make of it. Due to my blisters from yesterday, I was considering giving up, or at least taking 5 days off and coming back. My blisters were pretty bloody and pussy and really nasty. But anyway, yesterday I bandaged them up, and today they're a lot better, so I'm gonna keep going. Alright, I've nearly climbed out of Slide Canyon and up towards Bryce. I camped in the adjacent canyon way down there. about 8,500 feet. And there's a little bit of snow up here. I've been on south-facing slopes so far. I may have to contend with some of the white stuff on the other side. Okay, my first snow crossing. First of many, I'm sure. This one shouldn't be too bad. Trail here has been covered up by a landslide. I had to make my way across this. At first glance, it doesn't look that tough, but it's all goopy, wet mud. And with each step, the stuff just starts sliding down the mountain. And at this point, it's quite a ways down there. Okay, once again I'm running low on water, but I've finally made my way to Meadow Creek. The only problem is, as you can tell, we're in Bryce country because it's very orange. There's also very little water. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna drink it anyway. That's what I have the filter for. Did a little cross-country travel and it took longer than expected, so I got stuck up here on the ridge and yeah, I just spent the night here. So things are getting better. It's scenic, it's fun. Last few days have been tough because I've got these massive blisters on my feet. But now that I'm up to Bryce, I'm starting to feel it. It's exciting, it's scenic, I love it. So I'm looking forward to the next few days. That's right, it's raining in Bryce. So I'm gonna take a little break, have some lunch, filter some water. Oh, camera's going away, it's raining hard. Rain's still coming down a little bit. Made a little makeshift shelter here. Enjoyed my lunch. Just waiting for it to lighten up enough so that I can start walking. I'm gonna have to walk in the rain for a while, I think. Oh, and it's a cold rain too. Told you it was a cold rain. Fucking cold. I have to drain my top here in a bit. And the sun has returned to Bryce, at least for a little while. Wow, just 2 hours ago, I was in the middle of a hailstorm, and now the sun is back out. I feel like I'm gonna die of a heat stroke. It's so hot. And of course I'm climbing a few thousand feet up to Rainbow Point, but it got really hot really fast. But the nice thing is the colors are out and everything is looking really good. I'm up near Rainbow Point now. I'm gonna head down this gully, Willis Creek, all the way out to the Paria Canyon in the distance. And then I'll make my way back over the plateau all the way over to the canyons of the Escalante, which are way over the horizon. I am over Rainbow Point and coming down the Under the Rim Trail. Just got hit by another major storm. It's pretty sketchy. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it down off the top because there are some exposed sections up there. The wind was blowing really hard and the rain was coming down, and I was like a human lightning rod up there too. But in fact, I took shelter for a while before continuing, and then pushed through and made it down because I didn't want to get stuck up there if it continued. Doing some road walking to get from Bryce down to Willis Canyon. And this is the first of my cache sites. So let's go see if I've still got a cache here. And now let's see, where did I put that cache? Hope I can find it because I've been wearing the same shirt for 3 days. And I'm pretty much out of food. Uh-oh, I think I see it. I think I see something. Look at this. That's it. And duct tape seems to be slightly off. Okay, let's get into it. Let's see what it looks like. Seal is intact. All right. It's a good day. Now we have a bunch of new food and some new clothes and a new round of energy. One of the mistakes I made in planning my caches is I didn't write down what was in each one. So for the last 5 or 6 days I've been wondering exactly what's in this. So let's take a look. Clean shirt. More clothes, socks. Some extra fuel. Clean shorts. Yeah. Shirt. Berries. Oh, and the good stuff. Lots of food. I'm telling you, I was down to about a half a bag of trail mix and a few packages of oatmeal. So this will be some good stuff. Okay, the sun is going down. Some storm clouds on the horizon. That's not going to stop us from going down Willis Canyon. It's a short slot canyon. And I know there's a break in the middle where I hope to find a campsite. What have we here? Little slot waterfall. Okay, luckily we don't have to go down through that. Yeah, get a little more narrow. Very nice. Didn't get quite as far as I wanted to, which seems to be the same story every day, but with that storm threatening, I decided I didn't want to get into the meat of the narrows of Willis Creek. So instead I decided to break a little early, all of 8 o'clock, and cook me a good dinner and enjoy the sunset. It's a nice section of narrows. Through the narrows of Willis Creek, and actually now I've run into Sheep Creek, following it down. The canyon's widening up a little bit, becoming a little more entrenched with the high Navajo sandstone walls. Now at the confluence of the Paria River. And of all the animals I could die from, I never thought it would be a cow. I just had the 5 meanest cows stare me down. Look at these guys. There's all kinds of them over there. Big horns. Okay, I'm gonna keep walking. Hope there's no more killer cows out here. I just spotted this arch I've never seen any reference to. Today we're gonna have a long walk down the Paria River. Hopefully all the way down to the old movie set where I'll have cache number 2. Just south of where I camped last night is this nice row of alcoves. Exploring a side canyon, I tracked down some ancient Indian pictographs up here on the wall. And let's go up and take a closer look. Unlike petroglyphs, which are chiseled, these are pictographs which are painted. It's amazing because they're almost probably 800 to 1,000 years old. This guy is all chiseled around because it looks like someone has been trying to chisel them out and take them home. But luckily they didn't complete the job. There's also some less ornate cowboy glyphs, such as this one, which dates back to 1929. And, oh hey, look! Looks like Prince was here before he refined his symbol. Wow, didn't think he would make it out all this way, but what do you know? And here, down the corner from the pictograph site, there actually are some petroglyphs as well. Pretty worn out, but definitely here. This whole wall is covered in them. Though again, they're faded, so I don't think they'll come out too well on video. Alright, well, we had better get down the river. Looks like some clouds are moving in, and could be a rainstorm, so we better make up some time. Still on the Paria, I'm at the junction of Kitchen Canyon. From here you can see the canyon starting to really widen up. Still at the head of Kitchen Canyon, and I've tracked down some more petroglyphs. Check these out. This little guy down here. Every inch of this rock has little designs in it. Alright, I've reached Kitchen Canyon Falls. Okay, we are in the narrows of Starlight Canyon. That's the way in. Slide down that little chute. And then continues down this way. A minor obstacle here. And that's all there is to it. Short and sweet. After that, canyon opens back up. Yesterday I passed the 100-mile mark, which was a big accomplishment. Made me happy because you know, after those first 3 days, it didn't look like any of this was going to happen. I'm still several days behind schedule, but I think I have a few ways coming up that I can make up some ground. So hopefully all will go well there. I've seen a total of 9 people in the last 9 days, 6 different groups of people, plus a few cars on the road sections when I had to walk the gravel road for a while. If all goes as planned, I'll see my parents tonight. They're going to meet me when I get up to the next gravel road up on Lower Cottonwood Road, and that should be fun. Okay, we are in the lower end of the Upper Paria. And this is where cache site number 2 is. think it's here. I remember I hit it by the biggest tree around, which I'm pretty sure is that one. Of course, that one over there looks pretty tall, but no, I'm pretty sure it's that one. So, let's do some bushwhacking and see if we can get up and see if it's still there. Yay! Look at that. All looks good. I'm at the old Perea town site. The pioneers tried to settle this land way back when, but didn't go so well, so they gave up after a few years. The structure's a little more intact. Let's get up close and check it out. It's amazing this much is even still here. Considering this was 80, 90 years ago. And it looks like maybe they had a cellar or something. This is attached and seems to be as if it was an underground structure. We are leaving behind the colorful hills by the movie set and cutting through what's known as the box, which is where the Perea cuts through the coxcomb, cuts through the deep sandstone layer all the way out to where Cottonwood Road is. We have escaped the Perea. From here the Perea will go south and we will go north. Still day 10. Just sitting back on some rocks waiting for the parents to show up. Actually I have a few more miles to hike before I meet them, but in theory they're going to meet me right up the road and we're going to have a good meal. Okay, we have another killer cow here. It's a bull and he's causing a ruckus. How you doing, cow? I'm gonna die by cows. I am surrounded. So long, cow. No, he's pissed. Alright, cow's leaving. Looks like I will live to see another day. Okay, I've left the parents back at camp as I do a short little side hike. Trying to get up to Yellow Rock. Trying to make my way up this gully. This is actually not the official route, so I'm doing some boulder hopping to get up to the top of this ridge. Okay, we've topped the gully. So now just make our way through these sand dunes and around the corner. We should see Yellow Rock. That's where we're headed. That's a long ways up there. That's a long, long ways up there. My parents just dumped me off, so I'm back to walking. It was sad to see him go. It was a fun time. Had lots of good chats, lots of good food, which I won't be having again for another 15 days. This next leg I'm going to is another unexplored region, so it should be interesting. So yeah, that's the story for now. So I just have about 3 miles of road walking here, top of the ridge, up the scary road, and then we'll be off trail travel once again. Slowly and surely I'm making my way back up the steep road as the sun goes down. High up on the ridge on the Coxcomb, looking down on Cottonwood Valley, Hackberry Canyon, and Yellow Rock. Sun is going down. Another good day is done. It's day 12. I'm walking an old Jeep road across the plateau here, and just up ahead the Jeep road abruptly ends on the map, and I need to find my way across the canyon to another Jeep road on the far side. So could have a little bit of excitement coming up. We will see. Stay tuned. The road keeps going to the north beyond what it shows on the map. But that's actually not the direction I want to go. I need to go to the east, and there is a canyon system here. But I do see the other road down there at the bottom of the canyon. So if I can manage to get down this side and over there, I'll be in good shape. And then I need to get around the point in the mountain out there. So I've been making my way down this unnamed side canyon, trying to get down to Wall Weep Canyon off the plateau. Going down the wash, and all of a sudden I come to this, which is going to stop my progress. So I need to find another way down. Yeah, I made it out to Wall Weep Canyon, and there's water. I'm so happy. It's starting to run low. Yes. I'm breaking down my camp here, and got a little help. A little help from the cows. These guys just don't want to leave me alone. How you guys doing? What you up to? Everything good? Find my bandana out there like I asked you to? No? Why not? Simple task. Just find my bandana. See if I can find my bandana myself. I'm at the entrance of 4 Mile Wash on Tommy Canyon, which means I'm done with the uncharted, off the trail, no guidebook section for now. 4 Mile Wash is covered in a few guidebooks. So I'm back into charted territory. So it is day 13. I should be halfway done by now, but I'm not. I'm probably closer to a third. So some major adjustments are gonna have to be made here in the upcoming days. And that's it. In the middle of Tommy Canyon, trying to get over the plateau. And I have a long ways to go, so I better keep walking. Right, so far 4 Mile Hollow is pretty narrow and overgrown, so I'm just following the actual stream. The canyon out there. Up over the ridge, and now I'm getting ready to go down the other side. But first I'm going to look for the cache that my parents helped me place. Here's the dead coyote. Yeah, that's no good. Okay, but theory, the cache is over behind this little spruce tree. I shouldn't say behind, I should say in. And there it is. Seems to be intact. And some water too. All right, I'm gonna get busy. All right, I worked hard to get down to the bottom of the side drainage of Paradise Canyon. Had to follow a slot for a way, so now I'm gonna walk back up and look at the slot. See if all my hard work paid off. Looks like it might take some work to get up through this as well. Oh! This could be a tough one. Boy, another log jam. Wow. Don't know that I'm going to make it past this one. After a very difficult climb up over this log jam, I was able to get up into this upper chamber, which is really quite nice. Those are the rocks I camped by last night. And now I'm headed out of the canyons, across the wide open plateau. Wow, look at this. Ah, a fountain out in the middle of the desert. Must be a well. All right, time to fill up. It's day 15. I've left Last Chance Canyon behind. I'm trying to make my way cross country over to Reese Canyon, and so far it is tough. I've got 3 canyons I need to cross. I just finally got past the first one, and it was deep. Took me a long time to get down in, and I couldn't find a way out. Finally found a way up and over the top of the ridge, and it was a long haul. And now I've got a lot more rough landscape ahead of me. Check it out. Views back behind me are nice though. I'm making my way down into and eventually across Dry Wash Canyon. You can see a vein of coal in the side of this cliff. Alright, it's day 16. I'm stuck up here on the cliff. I managed to get about 2/3 of the way up last night and was just too worn out, didn't want to continue with such a low energy level, and it was getting dark, and so I found this nice little, very little flat spot that I was able to camp on and stayed here for the night. So now I've got to finish getting up that and then over the plateau into one more canyon. Hope there's water because I'm starting to run low. If there's not, it's going to be a long haul up to the top of the canyon where there's supposed to be a spring. So And if that spring is dry, I'm gonna have to make it down into another canyon where I know there's water. So I don't know, hoping for the best. A lot of work to do. This is probably the most remote section of the whole hike, and it's pretty tough. So here, let me show you what I'm going through. I take the camera and I'll show you how you can check out my site here up on the cliff. So this is where I stayed last night. This is what I had to climb up last evening. And probably never look as bad on camera, but it's just this large talus slope full of these little rocks that just slip and slide, and it's a long ways down there. Couldn't exit the canyon because of that dry fall right up there. And yeah, it's a nice view. That is true. And what I'm looking forward to, or ahead to, I'm not really looking forward to it, is this climb up. The last 50 to 100 feet, I have to get up and over these boulders to the plateau up on top, which is not going to be fun with the big pack and very little water. So anyway, that's it for now. So signing off. I'm across the bench to Reese Canyon now. So I need to find a way down into this one. And boy, I sure hope there's some water down there, because I still have a liter left, but I would love to have more because I could drink a liter right now. Down into Reese, and then I'm going to go north up out of Reese over the next ridge into the next canyon. Day 16. I just went a long ways without water. I went, last 4 or 5 miles I was rationing like the last 8 ounces of water, which probably didn't do any good. But anyway, I finally found my way to a little spring that was out of the way, and springs aren't always there, so I was quite a bit nervous. So anyway, I rounded the corner and I saw the grass, which was a good sign. And even though the cows have made quite a mess of this part down here, a little farther up in the rocks there's some good seep water. Good thing, because I was starting to get a little bit worried. So here's my new water. Grab it out and it comes out kind of greenish like that, and then run it through the pump and voila, good as new, good as from the factory. I have a whole new attitude now that I have water. Now the next big issue is to find out how to get out of this canyon. I seem to be kind of walled in a little bit, and could take a little bit of effort again to get out of this canyon over the top of the plateau down to the next canyon, which will, lead me off the plateau and into the Escalante Basin. So that's the word for now. Yay, I'm free of the canyon once again. Hey, Mr. Shadow's still here. All right. Yeah, we're doing good now. Got the water, got a sense of direction. The weather's been cooperative. All is going good. Got a jackrabbit here. He's gonna take off as soon as Whoa, there he goes. Jackrabbit! Hey, look at that. I see a road out there. I don't know what road that is. Okay, let's get over there and find out. Notch in the horizon is left hand of the Collet Canyon, and that is my gateway to the Escalante Basin. I've reached the spot for cache number 4. Yeah, I don't know what the temperature is, but it's definitely not friendly to the hiker. Let's get back in here, see what we can find. Just met a couple on the road from Oregon. Gave me a carrot and some extra water, which was much appreciated. Okay, let's see, I think we're getting close now. Let's check it out. And what do I see there? It looks good to me. This was one of the sites that actually I left 2 at. This one I stashed a little bit different place. There we go, look at that. Looks good. There's a bone that was not there when I put the cache down. I mean, someone's been in here, but cap looks on and all looks good. All right, time to get to work. I climbed up on this bench out of the canyon so I could see the full moon come up. And here we go, sooner than expected. Day 18, I am still trying to make my way down 25 Mile Wash, or 20 Mile Wash officially, and I'm exploring a little side slot canyon I found. Opens up just above that, and from here, I'm going to spin around, take you down the way I came in. Some boulders to jump and some more. Oh. And now we get to go down a slide into the short lower canyon. Whoa. Hoping I'd find some water in a tank up there, but didn't happen. So I have to keep filtering the cow water. And with that, we are officially out into the main canyon. Here's another side slut canyon on 20 Mile Wash. This one gets really tight. In fact, I've still got my pack on. I'm not going to be able to make it through this. Oh. Ouch. Okay, that's about as far as I can go. It doesn't go much farther anyway, but you can see it's pretty tight all the way back. Gotta love it. Ah, okay. Back out. Beep, beep. Beep. Ah, not enough room to turn around. A little bit more. There we go, back out in the open. Found a water tank back not too far, just a pothole, and got some good water. And now, just about a half mile farther down, the water is actually running. The strange thing here is the ground is covered with cottonwood seeds, little fluffies. So kind of looks like I'm going through sudsy, soapy water, but that's not the case. Just the cottonwood offspring. Almost as if it's snowing with all the little cottonwood flurries. Now it's just a matter of trudging through this stuff, which is a lot of work. Lots of frogs here on the sides as well. The reason it's so backed up in this section, it's a beaver dam. Here's a better view of that beaver dam from downstream. Another great alcove in 25 Mile Wash. Been calling it 20 Mile Wash. I guess somewhere along the way it changes to 25 Mile Wash. Muddy stuff. I've made it to the Escalante River. And as feared, it is running high, and I'm sure it's going to be a tough one to cross. So it's going to take some scouting and some work. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to cross it probably, I don't know, a dozen times because I need to make my way 4 or 5 miles down the canyon. Nothing to it. I'm taking a bold move and I'm going to try to float down the Escalante. I've made a makeshift raft here and tested it but not thoroughly, so we'll see. It's going to be an adventure. Try to waterproof as much as I can, and hopefully this will allow me to at least find the shallow spots and get down the river a little bit faster. So hopefully this won't be the last entry, and I'll give you a positive report a little bit later. Bye. Alright, so that didn't work. I got the raft loaded up and went down a little ways, and then it was all easy going, and then I hit some rapids, and thing just folded in half and water came in over the top. I had to pick it all up, and luckily I was only in knee-deep water. Water rushing all around. I was afraid I was going to lose everything, but managed to get back to shore and throw everything back up the steep bank and climb up, and letting stuff dry out now, and luckily I didn't get that wet. So I'm going to go scout down a little farther and see if we can do it the old-fashioned way, or what we're going to do here, because it's looking pretty bad. We'll see. Damn you, Escalante River! Concluded I can't continue down the Escalante. It's just too tough and it's too risky. I'm afraid I'm going to lose all my gear, and that would just be a disaster because I'm so far away from anyone or any place. So instead I'm turning around. I'm going back to the north. I'm going to see if I can find a way out on top of the canyons so I can still go east, but I think it's very unlikely. Yay, the retreat has begun. It's true, I'm not happy about it, but I'm headed back upstream. A few more crossings, I'll be back where I started. Walking back up 25 Mile Canyon. Hey, Snicker. I've been denied by the Escalante after getting turned back, not being able to go down the Escalante. I've headed back up 25 Mile Wash, and now I've come up with a new plan. I'm going to try to go cross country, across the Slick Rock Desert here, and try to make my way to Fence Canyon, where I think I can probably cross the Escalante one more time and get up a side canyon on the other side and hopefully out to Capitol Reef National Park. Real nice view from up here. You can see all the way to the water pocket fold in Capitol Reef on the horizon. The Henry Mountains are just a little bit to the north. That's where I should be right now if I was on schedule. So many people going to Golden Cathedral have actually made a trail through here. Because you can imagine what it would be like without a trail. Which is what I've had to do for a couple days. And it's no fun. It's very hard work. You almost need a machete. But with the trail, we can just zip right along. I've reached what is called the Golden Cathedral of Neon Canyon. It's quite the sight. Alright, even the exit from Golden Cathedral in Neon Canyon is really amazing. It's highly entrenched narrows. Day 23 is here, and I've made my way up to Chop Rock Canyon, and I was hoping to stay dry, and then I came to this last final bend in the river, and unfortunately I had to get wet. Had to come up just right up the middle of it. So anyway, that's where I am now. I'm at Chop Rock. I'm going to go up Chop Rock. I think there's a way out all the way to the top and get me over to the Moody Road, 4x4 road, and then that'll take me up to Capitol Reef. So that's the plan. Some more petroglyphs. A little farther up Chop Rock Canyon. We're getting into some mud hills, and I found some petrified wood. Look at this. Some big chunks. Look at this big big log right there. It's gonna work. How's that? Good stuff. Stopped at the top of Chop Rock Canyon and found out that my reserve of water sprung a leak and got everything wet. So now this is my laundry tree. Trying to dry everything out. Luckily there's a good breeze going. I don't know if I'm more upset about everything getting wet or the fact that I lost a precious liter of water. Because tomorrow's going to be a dry, long day. And I'm down to 3 liters right now. Good old Navajo Mountain in the distance. The sun popped out, really lighting up Deer Point and the Moody Cliffs. Have to find a way down this cliff and down to the Moody Road below, which should take me up to Capitol Reef with one additional little cross-country section. So here we go. I have a feeling that this big boulder fall over here is gonna let me find a way down. So I'm gonna go check it out. We have some rain approaching near Capitol Reef. Could make for some excitement. So I'm holed up under this rock, trying to wait out the impending storm, but seems to have stalled. It's started to rain, it's thundering and lightning really hard, and so I thought I'd better take cover, but there's some more thunder, but for the most part it's kind of stopped. So I might pack up and move on. We will see what the clouds do here. Sure enough, it started raining again, so now I'm cooped up under a juniper tree here. And it's not raining hard, but it's raining enough, and I'm afraid it could rain hard at any minute. So I'm going to stay here for a bit, see if the storm will pass, and maybe collect some water while I'm at it. I'm up climbing on Wagon Box Mesa, and the views are amazing. See all the way down to Deer Point, Chop Rock Canyon, which I came up, Death Hollow and Silver Falls Canyon. In behind you can see the Kapirowitz Plateau there, and that's left hand of Collett Canyon where I came down in the distance. Ah, the Henry Mountains. I'm finally close enough I can see detail. The far side of the mountains is Highway 95. Pavement for the first time in a long ways. Alright, here's my new goal. I'm gonna go stand on top of this knob out here. It should be an amazing view. Alright, I made it. And indeed, the view is great. Check it out, you can see the whole water pocket fold from its north end all the way down. I've decided that tonight will be my last night on the trail. I was kind of filed an extension. I was going to try to stay out for another 6 days and make it over the Henrys to my original goal of Highway 95. But you know, I've decided that can wait for another day. I've had a great time and had a real sense of accomplishment coming over this ridge, seeing Capitol Reef, and it's going to make for a nice finale right here. I'm sure I can find a way down, and then eventually I need to get to the switchbacks, which are, yeah, right over there, right in behind that corner is where the switchbacks of the Burr Trail go down. Storm is barreling down on us. There was a rainbow just a minute ago. We better get out of here. It could rain hard. We could get hit by lightning up here. That wouldn't be the way to go. Last full day of the hike. Yay, the rainbow has returned. coming down off the hillside. I enjoyed the sundown and the rainbow a little too much, stayed up there too long, and got stuck hiking after night, and ran into a canyon, which was, it was a lot of work. So anyway, I had to put the torch on and hike for a long ways, and it was pretty rough. But now the fun challenge is going to be to find the cache in the dark. So let's see if we can find it. Okay, I'm gonna okay, I guess I am going to turn you off for a while and look a little more seriously, and I'll report back. Alright, I think pulled out the big flashlight and take a look at this. What do we have here? That's Jamal's cache. Yay. Day 25, the final day. After 25 days of walking, I'm finally back to the famous bird trail switchbacks, old gravel road that cuts through Capitol Reef National Park. And you can see the Henrys behind me in the distance. And they don't have any snow on them anymore. 25 days of warm temperatures has made all the snow go away. So anyway, now it's just a matter of hiking down the switchbacks out to the Grand Gulch Valley. And then there I'm going to go south a little ways down to the main road and wait for the parents. I am to the bottom of the bird trail switchbacks, and you can see Capitol Reef going on quite a ways in either direction. And I'm going to keep walking, but anytime now my parents should be along and pick me up on this road. Cool. That's it. I'm officially done walking. I have holed myself up into this little shady spot under a little spruce tree, and I'm high on the ridge on the in Capitol Reef National Park, just waiting for my parents to come down the road. Hopefully they're going to be bringing lots of cold drinks and some good food, because I'm ready for it. Any minute now, any minute now. It's been a good trip. I'm a little bit sad that I didn't make it past the Henrys, but you know, I can live with it. It's I'm okay. It's been a great journey, and 250 plus miles. I'll come back and I'll do the Henrys some other time, and I think that's all I've got to say right now. I'm gonna relax. See them. Cavalry could be coming. And someone else behind him. I've only seen like 5 cars the whole time, and now there's 2 together. Can I get a ride from you folks?
Oh my gosh.
Alright, I am in the car with my parents riding home on the bumpy road. And we're going to go back up and pick up some caches, and the walking portion of the trip is officially over. And after a little bit more work, the whole trip will be officially over. So that wraps up this edition of Curb Pavement.